The state governor, Mr. Peter Obi, in the company of numerous heavily armed security agents, stormed the compound of a notorious criminal suspect, Olisa Ifejika, said to have specialized in armed robbery and kidnapping, to carry out an action that will linger in the memory of the people.
This state made a law that if your property is used for this criminal activity, the state will confiscate the property, will demolish the property, and this particular property represents the worst of it.
The demolition followed the arrest of the suspect and the recovery of assorted arms and ammunition hidden in plastic containers concealed behind the bungalow. The Anambra State Commissioner of Police said Mr. Ifejika had been on the list of most wanted criminal suspects in 2001 and linked to a series of high-profile crimes including armed robbery and kidnapping.
The following arms and ammunition were recovered from an underground armory in his house. Number 1, 27 AK-47 rifles, 1 K2 rifle, 2 Type 06 rifles, 1 general purpose machine gun, 1 rocket launcher, 17 rockets, 6 pump actions gun, 3 den guns, 1 Beretta pistol, 13 rocket grenades.
The governor appears set to see the suspect's business empire crumble completely.
We will go after his businesses. We will go after the business of all that is involved in this criminality. I heard that he operates a hotel in Omaya. When I get back to the office now, I'm going to contact my senior brother in Omaya and request that hotel be sealed.
The demolished structures comprise a bungalow, a 2-story building, and an extended building behind the bungalow, suspected to be a cell where kidnapped victims were kept in custody. The building had initially been partly razed by the police during the operation that led to the arrest of the suspect. The police confirmed he was in his residence drinking at the time of arrest at about 8 a.m. on Monday, September 3rd. The suspect's father is a native doctor, while his mother is a petty trader dealing in women's underwear. Both are currently in police custody. Some of the villagers said the suspect started with petty pilfering, then to community theft, before going full blast on sophisticated banditry. They commended the government for the bold step taken to rid the state of crime.
We are indigenous of this very town, but we don't even know that this kind of thing is happening here. But since we have noticed, we are very happy to see the policemen, even the governor himself is here present, and the commissioner of police to witness what is happening here. So we are very happy.
This thing where government did, we like it very well.
2 earth-moving machines were not enough to pull down the buildings, and then the excavator descended on the story building like the owner would on his victims, tearing apart the roof, pulling down the walls, and knocking down the stubborn beams. The governor had these words for the youth.
We have money given to people to go into agriculture, microcredit. We have various forms of microcredit. SMEs are being given loans to Bank of Industry. We're doing everything possible to ensure, and there's so many things people can do. This state is lack of tilers, bricklayers, everything. And we're urging people to get into purposeful life. We can no longer continue this way of life.
Advice also came from the State Commissioner for Youth and Sports while using the avenue to highlight government's efforts in championing youth affairs.
Youths have to come out of their shelves. They should stop going to look at people who have made it. They should look at what reasonable things to do for themselves. You'll be able to engage yourself in something serious. If you are hardworking, you must get something to do. We have a lot of programs for the youth to learn trade. There's so many things to learn. People don't want to go and do carpentry again. People don't want to do plumbing. People don't want to do fashion design. People don't want to go and do even video coverage. You see a lot of people doing this. They don't know what it means. We have a lot of things to teach youths to do in the society.
With this fresh resolve by the state government to flush out criminal elements in Anambra State, there is a general agreement that the fight must be sustained, and for the governor, there appears to be no retreat.
You see, Obi is easy to gravitate around. Let's talk about his capacity, which is his qualifications, for you to know what I look at. This is a man who was educated Santa Maria Primary School, Christ the King College, then University of Nigeria, philosophy. He proceeded. He was educated in London School of Economics, where he read financial management and business policy. He was educated in Harvard Business School, Boston, where he read marketing. He was educated in Columbia Business School, New York, where he read marketing management. He was educated in Oxford University, Cambridge University, where he read advanced leadership program. Institute of Management Development, Switzerland, where he read advanced executive program. I don't know whether I'm boring you with this qualification because there are too many. But the most important thing is that in all these areas, he has been educated in leadership, in executive program, in marketing. Are you then surprised that he is the chief marketing officer of his brand? Are you then surprised that he is enunciating these statistics that has become a headache? He did not acquire those facts by eating agbado and cassava. He acquired those facts by hearing, by reading, by studying, by memorizing, by meditating on those things. We are talking about capacity. We talk about his character. This is a man, when he was the governor, refused to be given any plot of land. And when he finished as a governor, they still took his plot as a matter of right, because you're pensionable by those laws then. You remember the Agbados, they now own the Lagos liaison office here in Abuja as part of their pension. But Obi refused completely. None of his relation, none of his family was given anything in his regime. I remember when we went to Oba's palace, Oba of Benin, he said, your integrity precedes you. Man, is it true that so happened? And Obi said it's true. And you could see a well-elated Oba already looking forward for a new Nigeria with this man. Let's talk about the performance of Peter Obi. MDG goals, he came first by United Nations assessment. By the assessment of the Bureau of Statistics, he had only one state, Apga. So he couldn't have had the power to influence anything coming from the federal. He had the lowest unemployment rate. He had the least poverty rate. He has the highest network of roads. He built almost 800 kilometers of roads. In terms of infrastructure, when he came in, he did not even have an office as a governor. He didn't even have a lodge. He built the lodge. He built the secretariat. He transformed Anambra State from being the worst to the best. In terms of security, people were murdered in the street of Anambra State, dropping people like grasses, including the chairman of MBA Onitsha and the wife. They were killed on the streets of Anambra State. Anambra was coming last in education. Teachers stayed at home for 2 years before he came in. So you can see what he inherited. You can see what he transformed Anambra to. First, academically, in education, they started coming first in WAEC. So Obi scored first in all indices of governance: infrastructure, integrity, governance in Anambra State.